There's a bunch in here, but this poem is a poem I especially wrote as a love letter to this city. It's called Nashville, A List of Bullet Holes. And some of it was written in Spring Hill when I lived there, and all we had was an Applebee's. And the hit band Spring Hill Spider Party was born. And then, is Amanda here? Probably not. But I remember a newspaper reporter coming to my house and saying, "So is dance music big in Spring Hill?" I was like, "Oh yes." So what I did is during the motorcycle ride back to get to the west, I wrote this poem about just some things I try to remember, and this is just a beautiful place, and so some of you are in this poem, and I never do this, but I did not change anybody's name. So sorry about that, especially if it's embarrassing, because there are some embarrassing ones. And I'm gonna get you. Well, this is called Nashville, A List of Bullet Holes. Before I started, thank you for being kind to me while I lived here and while I've come to visit. How many people come here to this city and have their future slip through their fingers, though it had nothing to do with music? Go to the Gold Rush bar, talk about God, and forget what you said. Tell someone strange good night and wake up next to them. Chris Christopherson is crooning in the pancake pantry. All the almost romantic words I tried to sling strolling through the East End, as meaningless as a Christmas tree that does not die. My time here was a painting. Here are the colors. Mercy Lounge, dance party, and roller shoes. My buddy thought it'd be a good idea to buy Heelys. Fell on my ass like 10 times that night during the dance party here. There's still blood somewhere on this dance floor. The basement show, and Travis appeared behind the piano dressed as Merlin, setting the world record at the basement when our bassist backed out. 8 bassists agreeing to play with the Spring Hill Spider Party, and we used them all at once and then killed them all live. The Melrose Pool Hall Underground, where we waited out the apocalypse. Loveless cafe biscuits that made our mouths alive. The Natchez Trace turkeys roaming past my Harley, and all animals getting the necessary cry of, "I love you!" You should try it. The turkeys will go, "I love you too." Spring Hill Applebee's dates the coolest bar in town. My birthday at the old school cafe where Lindy brought me extra cake. The coconut cake at the gas station on 431. The overuse of Christmas decorations on Danbury Circle in Spring Hill. And our rad neighbors who laughed when I put out a large painted sign on my lawn that said, "Dear Santa, chimney is broke. Please enter us from the rear." Not a hit with the families. Buying old furniture at the Gary auction, selling it at Local Honey, calling my shop Brown's Den of Desire or something goofy. Fixing up and demoing Local Honey for Panda and Shay. A poetry show in their yard as the night got warm and easy. My going away party at the Groove. Topless magic. And people staring into the windows at the weirdos. 5 Points wine and Marche sausage with a side of cucumber Bloody Mary. Taking my dad to the honky tonks and him feeling alive around a beautiful woman. And then all the lights going out at the Alley Cat as the lightning and thunder blared, and that feeling of clean perfection as we all stayed there in the dark and they gave us free drinks. The hole in the bar floor at the Red Door Saloon with the body, and talking to Panda's kind and slender new boyfriend. The Franklin Irish pub and seeing Ashley Judd and wanting her to have cake with me. She didn't. wondering what I would say to Jack White about Meg's sad breakdown if I saw him at the Villager tossing darts or drinking out of the dog food bowl. Have you guys ever done that for your birthday? I left some bite marks in it. Look for them. They're the deep ones. Racing down the Cumberland showboat by bike, down in Shelby Bottoms. Amanda curling close in the snow. Brandon and Josh launching the snowboards in Thompson Station for that one day of snow. The Thompson Station Grill, views of the cows by Caboose. Paintball with David in the backyard and hiding behind a cardboard box. And poor Phil getting shot in the nuts every time. Jeannie and Mark, sweet and wonderful, at Marcy's funeral. Recording with the Brownies. The creek behind my house for bunker building, and the green label Jack Daniel that Aaron Younger drank too much of. Rebecca's laugh and the gorgeous piano photos. Ben and Jonathan dancing hard in their underwear at the Mercy Lounge for the Spider Party. TJ Graham on the radio, and David Cross calling in, and Ben Pearson laughing his pants out of their tightness. Todd, Jamie, Rabob, and Bingham rolling around for the BB gun summer afternoon. PB archery. Archery into beer cans. It wins. Beer pong, white trash dice parties, poker nights in Spring Hill, disc golf, canoeing down the Duck River with only 4 beers to ration, tipping, swinging off a tree into a lake might be the best thing in the world, Lily singing her lesbian magic, everyone southern spaz dancing on Jonathan's car in the middle of the night, crushing it to death. Almost fist fighting at a fashion show when a douche tried to fight me and my girlfriend getting bummed and I wanted to say, screw that guy, we're a team, and her wanting to say, sorry, I almost ruined your night. The Cold War Kids show at the Mercy with me on a drum screaming for daylight. Mogwai at the Mercy and everyone cheering when the guitars were raised and no words were needed. Cigar Rose, Dan on his scooter, bearded and Christian, Michael McDonald asking me to his party in Leaper's Fork, only to tell him, yeah, I won't be there. Stupid. Sneaking booze into the amateur wrestling matches in Nashville. Going to the Bell Court to drink Jack and hear Mark Kozelek with Carver. Debbie, the photo murdered. Horseshoes. Dancing a night with our fingertips on fire. Hanging out with Keckley in the cigar shop in Murfreesboro. Spending all day in that toy shop. The chat about the broken promises. Dancing in the barns, St. Mark's Church break-ins, motorcycling down West Harpeth Road with her, holding me good until we stopped to watch The Wizard of Oz in the park, and the Tin Man song, the Tin Man song. This spaghetti western in the nightscape, the bars on Broadway are radios sweating when you sing like a controlled burn. This southern sky, our formal ballroom, for whiskey slipping in the daylight. A town where it is okay to say, if you come at me with spirit, all cluster whipped and ready to start over. If everyone's leaving for somewhere, where am I going? I got a boat and I sleep in the arms of gentle rocking. I will cruise out alone into the island waters, see our nation from afar, and wonder where you all are, and wish you could hear me say, I love you in firefly season. I wish you all an uncomplicated bliss. That's actually all the time I got. Thank you all so much. Jason on the jams. And we'll be selling some stuff. Thank you for listening. Red, White, and Blue is next, everybody. Thank you.